inside specific.
But I can.
You can film what you
No,
like.
then.
Why are you filming inside
If I can
the
film
station?
what I like, which is just what you've just
Why are
said.
you filming inside
Because
the station?
I can, lawfully. I'm not doing anything wrong, illegal, nothing.
Yardley Ski Auditing is the source of this episode. Check out the link below, subscribe to his channel, and give him the recognition he merits. Welcome to LawScope UK, where police encounters are broken down by the law, not opinion. In this video, turmoil breaks out when Auditor Yardley Ski is peacefully photographing a police station through the gates. Suddenly, a sergeant rushes up from behind, seizes him, and tries to immediately stop things. Yardley defends himself, but the sergeant loses control and makes one of the most irresponsible and dangerous decisions you'll ever witness. As if that weren't awful enough, a second sergeant shows up, gives Yardley the finger, and then vanishes back inside as if nothing had happened. Yardley filed a lawsuit against the force, went straight to HNK lawyers, and won a settlement.
What are you doing?
What are you coming up to me?
Why are you
coming up to me? Why are you coming up to me asking me what I'm doing? Do you know what I'm doing? I'm trying to use the photosensitive light systems.
Don't do it.
Listen, don't tell me
police
don't.
cars.
I'll do it to whatever I want to.
Okay.
Who are you?
I'm a police officer.
Are you?
so
No, you're not a police
walk
officer.
out.
You're just a member of the public.
Come on, come round to.
You're just a member of the public.
Coming round to the
You're,
station.
you're a member of the public. Prove to me you're a police officer.
Just wait there.
No, I'm not going to wait here. Get lost.
Where are
Don't
you
tell me
going?
what to do. What do you mean, where am I going? Going where I want to go.
Where are you going?
I'm going where I want to go. Listen.
You?
Don't touch me. Do not touch me.
Wait here.
No.
Wait.
No. Prove that you're a police officer. Don't touch me. I'm standing in the.
Don't push me.
I'll push you.
Don't
You're a member of the public.
I'm a police officer.
No, you're not.
Look at that.
Don't start with me.
Okay.
Don't touch me.
Mate,
Don't call me mate
Hold on.
either. Don't call me mate.
calm down.
You calm down. Get out.
From the first second, the tone is established. The sergeant, dressed simply, bursts in and yells at Yardley to stop shooting, but he doesn't do the one thing that really counts. Recognize himself. He doesn't look any different from any other member of the public because he doesn't have a uniform or an introduction. Yardley challenges him right away, requesting evidence that he is even an officer. That isn't a barrier. That is fundamental self-defense. Any plain-law officer is aware that it is their duty to identify themselves and provide an explanation of their authority. The sergeant escalates instead of doing that. When Yardley retreats, the sergeant pushes him and prevents him from moving. There is no control over this encounter. It's a careless use of force prior to the establishment of authority. Yardley only receives a brief flash of his badge when he requests identification once more. No explanation, no rank, and no name.
He is assaulting me.
What's going on?
What do you mean you saw him push him? There's cameras up there and I'm making sure I'm getting the camera. He hasn't identified himself. He's a member of the public.
Yes, he's holding his head.
I don't care. He hasn't said who he is.
calm
Let
down,
go of me.
calm down.
Let's go. Of course he does.
Recording the.
Of course I am. I'm in a public place.
on his phone.
Listen, let go of
Mate,
me.
will you stop
Let
pushing
go of
me?
me. If you
You're
touch me as
detained
well.
for the purposes of a search.
Who are you?
Okay.
Identify yourself.
I'm police officer Paul Veazey, Sergeant Veazey, based
Right.
at this police station.
So why didn't you identify yourself when I told you to?
Because I asked you what you were doing.
I don't care. You're a member of the public. Until you identify yourself, you're a member of the public. Is he not a member of the public until he identifies himself?
No.
Of course he is. And then he's trying to tell me.
Listen to what he's saying, because he's detained you at the
Can you
minute.
take your bag off, please?
No. No.
Okay, I will take your
listen,
bag off.
Stop. If he touches me, you know this is a lawful.
No, because you're detained for a search. Just
Under
because.
what section?
You
Under what section?
calm down.
Under what
Stop
section?
grabbing
Under
me.
what section? Why are you detaining me for a search first? Under what section? Under what
Mate,
section?
will you stop
Under
grabbing
what section?
me? Calm down.
Under what section is he stopping?
The incident has already gotten out of hand by the time another cop goes outside. Without ever providing a valid reason, the sergeant went straight to detention. The second officer had to intervene and inform Yardley that he is being held because everything is handled so poorly. Something the sergeant never bothered to complete on his own. Officers are required by PACE Section 28 to specify the reason for the detention as well as the fact that it took place. Not later, not under duress, but right away. The sergeant sidesteps Yardley's straightforward and legal inquiry about the section under which he is being held. He hesitates, refrains from responding, and clearly looks for an explanation. That hesitancy speaks it all. You have no business touching anyone if you are unable to identify or describe the power you are utilizing.
You can do whatever you want to do, but under what section? Until he
I'm
tells
not the one that's
well,
detained you,
tell him.
so
Ask him what section.
Right, take your hand out.
No, ask him what section.
Section 43 of the
Go on.
Terrorism Act.
And what makes you think I'm a terrorist?
Because you are recording police officers' number plates.
Which I can't, no,
Through a gate.
That doesn't, no, listen.
You tell me what
Now
you're doing.
he's overstepping his boundaries right now, and he's assaulting me, constantly assaulting
Right,
me.
he's told you the section now.
Alright then, okay, alright then, I'll relax, alright then. Wait.
Take your bag off then.
Just wait.
You're saying you relax, take your bag off.
Alright, listen,
Relax.
I've got a camera in my hand.
I can
I'm
see
trying
that.
to
We've
do
got cameras on us.
too many things at once.
But why specific?
But I can.
You can film what you
Well
like.
then,
Why are you filming inside
if I can
the
film
station?
what I like, which is just what
Why-
you've just
why are
said,
you filming inside the
because
station?
I can lawfully, I'm not doing anything wrong, illegal, nothing.
Is that
No one
suspicious?
told you were doing it.
Yes, you have. You said you're detaining me under section 43. You're suspecting me of being a terrorist. You're a nutter. That's what you are.
The sergeant eventually uses Section 43 of the Terrorist Act as his defense after repeatedly avoiding the situation. However, the response to Yardley's important follow-up question on the grounds is absurd. Yardley was recording police car license plates, according to the sergeant. Not only is that weak, but it has no legal significance. Number plates don't contain private information. They are there to be seen and documented by the general population. Filming a license plate is not considered suspicious by any law, much less a basis for counterterrorism authority. Even worse, there is no proof to back up the assertion. Yardley had every right to record the station through the gate from a public location.
You going to give anyone your details?
I don't need that to do that either. You unlawfully touched me, right? And I'm going to make sure. What's your number? All of your numbers.
Sergeant Beasley.
us your details.
No, go on. What's your?
Sergeant Beasley.
I'm going to film you.
636 AW.
Where are you based at?
Here.
I want to stop search now.
Sure,
You're
numbers
doing
there.
the stop search.
What's your number?
What's your name?
I can't see your number.
What's your name?
I cannot see your number.
There you go.
I can't see it. You don't know if I've got a disability. Please tell me your number.
You're filming it.
Please tell me your number.
1637.
Thank you.
What's your name?
3461 PC Gully.
Okay, I want to stop search. I want a CAD for this. You can't just come and do stuff like that.
Mate, you're recording
No, don't
in
call
a
me
police
mate
station,
either.
right
I'm not
in
your
the
mate.
front Gate.
I can be here.
You can be here.
Well
but that
then.
doesn't make it not suspicious.
I
does
don't
it?
care if it's suspicious. I can be here. I'm doing something legal.
Yeah.
Until I
no one said that you
become
haven't.
a criminal. So you think you've got the right to just grab hold of people, twist up my arm. Ah! Look. Look how you've twisted my arm. You just come along and just jumped on. Oh, he told you. He didn't tell me anything. Section 43 of the Terrorism Act. Under what reason? What? So that means you can just go around, stop people on the street and tell them Section 43?
Can I tell you something?
Go on then.
If every time I try to talk, you talk over
Go on,
me,
tell me
that's
then.
not
Just
how
tell me. Tell me then. Go on,
As I said,
tell
you're
me.
talking over me again.
Well, tell me.
That's not how conversation works.
Tell me then.
Okay? So if you want, you can listen to what I have
I am
to
going to
say,
listen.
and
So
then
just tell me.
reply
You don't
back.
need to go into all
You
that.
keep talking over me.
I'm talking. So tell me.
So as I said, I arrived here. My colleague explained again to you his grounds, okay? And he asked me to assist with the search, which is why I did.
Okay. So what was
That's
his grounds?
happened, okay?
What was his grounds?
You were filming inside the police
What was the
station.
section?
Filming Section 43 of the Terrorism Act.
Okay.
You're filming vehicles, okay, in their rear ends, okay? And obviously there's people coming in custody, this vehicle going in custody, and that can raise suspicion, especially when a person is a bit hostile.
It shouldn't raise suspicion if I'm doing nothing illegal. If I'm doing, listen to me, now you listen to me. If I'm doing nothing illegal and I don't need to tell you things,
Yeah.
why then are you trying to say to me it's suspicious that I'm not telling you? Because I don't need to, that's law.
People don't have to tell
Well
us,
then,
okay, but that
so
will-
therefore it doesn't
that-
matter.
Okay.
I'm not doing
That
anything
will
wrong.
raise our
Was I doing anything
Suspicious
wrong?
behaviour is not the same as illegal. That's
Was I
all
doing
we're
anything
telling
wrong?
you you're doing.
What,
You're not doing
how
anything
suspicious
illegal.
was I? By doing what?
By looking through and filming into a police yard.
Into an open gate.
The officers cling to the term suspicious without realizing its boundaries. Police powers are not created by suspicion of a legal act. Yardley was not required to provide an explanation because he was shooting in public, which is a completely legal practice. Then, in one of the most illuminating statements captured on camera, the sergeant says that suspicious behavior isn't always against the law. He claims that his acts are justified even though he is entirely correct. In actuality, the contrary is confirmed. Even though he freely admits that Yardley wasn't in violation of the law, he nonetheless decided to use one of the most intrusive stop powers at his disposal. There is no confusion there. That is an acknowledgement that there was no legitimate reason for the imprisonment.
incredibly
You tried to make
suspicious of you, and
escalate
I'd
it,
love to
and
know
you
what
have
you're
it,
doing
and you have escalated. Do you know what I'm
Love to
doing
know
here? I
your
told you
details.
already.
Yeah.
I'm pointing the camera, and the light sensors and the phontons are catching anything that the eye can see. That's what I'm doing here, legally. The reason why I didn't say anything to you, I'll explain this. You're in plain clothes. You could be anybody.
Yeah.
Right, and because you could be anybody, I don't need to tell you anything. Now, you didn't identify yourself, right? And because you didn't identify yourself and you touched me, you assaulted me, right? In the very beginning. Before you detained me, you assaulted me. Because I said to you, who are you? And you refused to tell me. Now, if that's not being a corrupt police officer, I don't know what is. Because if I ask you who you are, you should have told me. Not try to get me on something which you feel is suspicious. I think you not identifying yourself is very suspicious. What have you got to hide? Huh? What have you got to hide?
It's not a conversation.
What
that's
have
gonna
you
go
got to
anywhere, is
hide?
it?
Oh, it will go somewhere. Don't worry about that.
The sergeant is completely exposed at this point, and Yardley makes him appear dumb. The sergeant's own shortcomings are the reason for the entire conflict. Yardley would have had no trouble interacting if he had approached calmly, identified himself correctly as required by Pace Code G, and described his role. Rather, Yardley justifiably declined since he seemed to be just another member of the public. It's not hard at all. It makes sense. However, ego took control. The sergeant took offense at being questioned and used physical action, seizing Yardley and shoving him back instead of following protocol. That isn't law enforcement. That is an attack motivated by hurt pride.
Why did you not identify yourself?
I have
Can I ask you,
identified
Why did you not
myself
identify? You didn't.
Several times.
None of them. I just want the none.
You refused,
Just-
okay,
yeah.
no worries.
What did you say?
too. I've identified myself to you several
What?
times.
After detaining me?
Yes.
After detaining
Yes,
me.
after
Okay,
detaining
cool.
me.
I'm glad you said it after.
Thank you.
Because that's illegal. How can you stop somebody and pull them up and yank them up and then afterwards say that you're detaining them without identifying yourself? What have you got to hide? Tell me. Are you one of those 100 or 1,000 police officers that are being vetted and being seeing if you've done anything wrong in your career? Have you done anything wrong in your career? Have you been misogynistic? Huh? Are you part of any WhatsApp groups? Huh? Are you being investigated by the police like IOPC? Is that why you didn't want to identify yourself? Joker.
Okay, thank you. Off you go.
No, tell me, undetain me.
You are undetained from your search.
Yeah, and next time I can go where I want, right? Don't
And
try
next
to stop
time,
me.
It will still
Don't
be
try
suspicious.
to stop me.
So get out.
The sergeant eventually orders Yardley to leave after the search turns up nothing. Crucially, though, he never confirms the conclusion of the custody with the legally needed words. It's not a technicality. A person must be made fully aware of whether they are detained or free to go in accordance with Pace Code C3.8. The distinction between authority and liberty is purposefully blurred when this isn't done. The sergeant puts Yardley in legal limbo by omitting this step. He is no longer being searched but is not properly released. Yardley needs to remind the officer that he hasn't been detained by pointing it out on his own. The power dynamic is totally reversed at that point. The officer is being corrected on fundamental legal process by the citizen.
You are currently on the police station forecourt, so get
It's
going.
it's publicly
It's not
accessible.
public.
It
This
is.
isn't public.
It is.
Let's get
I've
going.
already had this conversation. Didn't you stop me from leaving? You stopped me from leaving,
Yes,
didn't you?
because I've
yeah,
then
you stopped me
detained
from
you for a
leaving.
search.
Get lost.
Thank you.
Foxtrot
Get going.
Oscar.
Go away.
Foxtrot Oscar.
Go on, get going.
You touch me
Go
again,
away.
and that will
Go-
definitely be another.
Go
If
away
he
now.
touches me again, I want him
ask you
arrested.
something? Okay,
If he touches me again, I want him
Can you
arrested.
listen? Can you listen to what I
I am
have to
going
say?
of my own will. What do
That's
they
fine,
call it?
that's fine.
I'm walking of my own
your
time.
will, okay.
I'm not. Listen, I'm
We're
walking
trying to
away.
work the-
Yeah,
okay.
he's following me.
So-
He's coming up to me. He's causing me harassment, alarm, and distress.
But you are
and
still
got up.
here.
Be mindful of
No,
people
don't
coming
tell
in
me
and out because they're
anything
gonna run you
whatsoever.
over the way.
Please,
be
just go
mindful,
away.
okay?
Just go away. No, just go. Just go. I mean, if you're going to have a conversation with me, have a conversation. If not, I don't know what you're hiding for, standing there. You're a sergeant.
I just think you need to go get a real job, buddy. That's all.
I think you need to go and get a life after saying that, Sergeant. I'm going to be here for a little while longer now. You're rude. How's your mum? How's your mum? Oh wow, that wasn't very nice. Considering when PC Carlin said it to me and I put it through to the complaints team, they said it was a polite conversation starter.
The last scene, which is utterly shameful, wonderfully captures the significance of Yardley's work. Following the departure of the first sergeant, Yardley mimics a remark that an officer had previously made to him. "How is your mother doing?" The force disregarded his previous complaints about it as courteous small conversation, but the second time, Yardley brings it up again. The facade breaks down. Rather than acting professionally, the sergeant sneers, gives the camera a middle finger, and returns inside. It is as unprofessional as it gets to turn away a member of the public in uniform outside of a police station. However, auditing makes sure that such behavior doesn't go away. It is documented, kept safe, and addressed. Yardley didn't have to debate or go into too much detail. The officers ruined their own case. The result was certain when the video was given to HNK attorneys. Yardley received £750 in compensation from the force as part of a settlement that was once again paid for by the general people. All as a result of policemen' inability to restrain their egos and obey the law. Another blatant reminder of the importance of being aware of your rights and documenting those who disregard them.